how's it going? My name is Mason Puckett. I've been playing drums for over 15 years. Today I want to show you a couple different things. What I want to start with is expanding your knowledge of odd time meter. So we're going to start with a 4/4 time, and we're going to just add a quarter note to each thing. I'll explain it as we go, and then we'll get into some other stuff like 5/8, 6/8, eighth notes, that kind of thing. So let's get into it. This first one, I'm just going to start with a 4/4 beat. So this is a classic rock type beat. I'm just going to play something simple. It's so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you'll hear this in almost every kind of popular music these days, pop, rock, rap, everything pretty much. It's just the standard. The thing is, you can add a note to that, so you can make it a 5/4, right? So let's take that. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, let's make it 5. So that'll turn into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. And notice I'm playing it as if it were a 4/4 measure in terms of where the kick and snare are landing. They're still on 1, 2, 3, 4. But for that turnaround, I'm just adding another kick drum. Or you could add a fill maybe. It might get a little too busy depending on the setting. But you can add a snare too maybe in that place. So this could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That kind of thing. So you can get really creative with it and fill in that quarter note space with 4/16 notes, 2/8 notes, or 1, 2, 3, 4. That kind of thing. So really just fool around with it. Next one I have is 6/4. So we're just adding one quarter note per bar. So this one, if we've got our 4/4 bar, it's what I want. So 6 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You might see this notated as maybe 4/4 plus like a 2/4 bar or something like that. It's just a lot of these X/4 time signatures are more common in like orchestration pieces and that kind of thing, just for more phrasing type of applications. So say with 6/4, what I just played, I mean, you can move all these around the kit, orchestrate them however you'd like. So let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, it's more of that orchestration type feel. Once we get into time signatures that are in 8, then it'll get more of that alternate feel. Next one is 7/4, right? So we got 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And notice it's similar to 5 because it's odd. So what I'm doing again is adding that extra kick or adding an extra snare hit or something just to fill that out. But again, this is more of that orchestration type thing. So. All right. Then we can get into 8/4, which is really just 2 4/4 bars. I really don't feel like I have to explain that one. And then 9/4 is another odd time, but just think 6 and then plus 3 more, essentially, right? So 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That kind of thing. So that's pretty much all the 4/4 ones, the basic ones, or quarter note time signatures. What you can do is just like I just did, just keep adding one more quarter note and complete the sequence. And again, it's more of an orchestration thing here. But now I want to get into 5/8 or X over 8, a number over an eighth note, right? So if this is our quarter note pulse, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our eighth note is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So let's say we got 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. That's how you can kind of differentiate the two, because now you're counting in eighth notes rather than quarter notes. So an example of 5/8 in a groove would be like. All right. Next one up, 6/8. This is really common in a lot of gospel tunes, and you'll hear this a lot in it's really prevalent in pop music still and rock. It's that classic swingy kind of thing. So what's going on here is you have two groups of 3/8 notes, right? So 1 and 2. And 3 and, okay? So the way you can think about this is, since they're eighth notes, you can group them as triplets, right? So that's your pulse here. So the way I like to go into it is I kind of like to sing in my head, like, or whatever the melody may be, but that's kind of just what my brain goes to. This is really applicable in, like I said, a lot of situations. So feel free to use this wherever with your jam buddies, that kind of thing. And same thing with all these. But this one is still, it's still an even number. That's 6/8. So you're going to have a nice resolution with it. So here's a good example of a 6/8 time signature beat. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Next one up, obviously, is 7. This is one of my favorite time signatures. It's really fun to fool around with. This is great because you can, and same thing with all the other times, odd times at least. You can add, you know, like accents on like the downbeat, but since it's odd, it'll switch every measure. But before I get into that, let's just play a 7 beat. So again, this is in eighth notes. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. The way I like to groove this one is kind of pick and choose where your snare and kick will land. I still like doing 1 on the kick, and then just kind of filling it in from there and feeling it out. So here's how I would play a 7/8 beat. Or you can add 2 snares in there, right? Because you got a little more space than, like, say, a 5. All right, so there you kind of heard that bell accent that I was doing, how it kind of switched every time. I'll play that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So next we have 8/8, which is really just 4/4, and we already covered that. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stuff you already know, right? 9/8 next. This one's fun because it's like a 6/8, but you're just tacking on 3, right? So this can be interpreted in a lot of different ways. Let's just kind of play through and see how it feels. So we can still do that triplet swing kind of feel with this. Let's see how that sounds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's just straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? With the triplet thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So remember, with all these odd times and the 8s, especially, your right hand, for the most part, and I recommend using this if you're just getting into this kind of thing, is going to be your pulse hand. So it's going to be playing all of those 8th notes, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's where that backbone is coming from. Okay. Now we can get into a little bigger number, some double digits. And this is where, well, you can actually do this previously with the 7 and 9, that sort of thing, but you can start to break them up into different counts on their own. So say we have a 10/8. We can take this and make it into like 2 5s, all right? So 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Or what, we could do a 6 and a 4, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4. Okay. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6. Or, you know, phrase it a different way, right? That kind of thing. And you can keep adding, you can get into 12 and 11 and that kind of thing, but at that point, you know, you're really just taking different voicings you already know, like 5, 6, 7, 4, 3, whatever, and kind of compiling them into one to make sense of that measure in that phrase. So as a drummer, you're always kind of thinking mathematically and what's coming next. So with these kind of things, it's like, you know, you want to be on top of that sort of thing. So, well, let me just give you an example. I'll just play in some different times and see what we can throw out here. There you go.